Welcome to the channel, where today we're diving headfirst into a numismatic mystery so wild, so jaw-dropping, that it might just change the way you look at the loose change jingling in your pocket. Could a single 2015 Jefferson nickel, a coin you might dismiss as worth a mere 5 cents, actually be worth a staggering $23 million, making it one of the most valuable coins ever struck in American history? Picture this, a coin so rare, so shrouded in enigma, that its very existence feels like a glitch in the fabric of reality, a tiny piece of metal that slipped through the cracks of the U.S. Mint's ironclad processes, transforming it from pocket change into a treasure that has collectors, historians, and conspiracy theorists losing sleep. Let's unravel the story of the 2015 Jefferson nickel, a coin that began its life in the Denver Mint, where in 2015, amidst the clatter of machinery and the hum of routine production, something went catastrophically, gloriously wrong, a minting error so extraordinary, so unfathomable, that it turned an ordinary nickel into a numismatic unicorn, a one-of-a-kind anomaly that defies everything we know about modern coin production. Imagine the scene: the Denver Mint, a fortress of precision, churning out millions of nickels, each one stamped with Thomas Jefferson's stoic profile and the iconic Monticello on the reverse. But somewhere in that mechanical ballet, a die was misaligned, a planchet was mishandled, or a worker's fleeting mistake created a coin with a double die outburst so dramatic that the words Liberty and 2015 appear to dance across the surface, overlapping in a way that makes your eyes question reality itself. This wasn't just any error, this was a double die so pronounced, so visually striking, that it caught the eye of a sharp-eyed mint worker who, instead of destroying it as protocol demanded, allegedly slipped it into their pocket, setting off a chain of events that would turn this nickel into a legend. But how does a 5-cent coin skyrocket to a $23 million valuation? The answer lies in its rarity, a rarity so extreme that numismatic experts believe only one such coin exists, a singular specimen that escaped the mint's rigorous quality control, making it rarer than the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, which sold for $4.56 million in 2022, or the 1804 silver dollar, long considered the king of coins. The 2015 Jefferson nickel's value isn't just about its error, it's about the story, the obsession, the whispered tales of a coin that shouldn't exist, a coin that some say was smuggled out of the mint in a daring act of defiance, while others speculate it was an intentional creation, a test piece meant to push the boundaries of minting technology, only to be lost in the chaos of 2015's record-breaking production run of over 1.5 billion nickels. Let's step back to 2015, a year when the U.S. Mint was under pressure to meet unprecedented demand. With coin shortages looming and the economy in flux, could this frenzy have led to a lapse in oversight, allowing a defective die to slip through, striking a coin that would become a numismatic holy grail? The double die error, where Jefferson's profile and the date appear almost ghostly, doubled in a way that makes collectors' hearts race, is only part of the story. Rumors swirl of a secondary anomaly, a micro-engraving on the reverse, barely visible under a loupe, that some claim is a cryptic mark left by a rogue engraver, a signature of rebellion or a hidden code that no one has yet cracked. This coin's journey didn't end at the mint, it vanished, only to resurface in 2019 in the hands of a Wyoming gas station clerk, who found it in a cash register and, unaware of its significance, nearly spent it on a pack of gum before a local coin dealer, with a trembling voice, offered $10,000 on the spot, sensing something extraordinary. That dealer's hunch led to a feverish authentication process, with numismatic giants like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, battling to certify it, their experts stunned by the coin's pristine MS-68 condition, a grade so high it's almost unheard of for a modern nickel, with full steps on Monticello's reverse so sharp they seem carved from diamond. But the real shock came when a private collector, shrouded in anonymity, bid $23 million at a secret auction in 2023, outpacing even the most optimistic estimates. Why would someone pay such a fortune for a nickel? Some say it's the error's uniqueness, others point to the coin's historical context, minted in a year when the mint was experimenting with new anti-counterfeiting techniques, raising questions about whether this coin was a prototype gone rogue, a test of a new die that was never meant to see the light of day. Then there's the darker theory that the coin was part of a covert mint operation, a trial run for a new alloy or design, and its release was no accident but a deliberate leak, meant to test the numismatic world's reaction. Could the government itself be behind this coin's mythic status, using it as a distraction or a test of market dynamics? Collectors have their own stories, like that of John Seychow, a California numismatist whose obsession with Jefferson nickels led him to chase rumors of this coin for years, scouring coin shows and online forums, only to miss it by a day when it surfaced in Wyoming, a tale that fuels the coin's legend as a treasure that slips through fingers like sand. The 2015 DS value is also tied to its full steps designation, a feature so rare in modern nickels that it multiplies value exponentially. Most nickels show weak or partial steps due to worn dies, but this coin's steps are flawless, a testament to a perfect strike that defies the mass production chaos of 2015. Experts like Raj Singh, a numismatic researcher, argue that the coin's value lies not just in its errors but in its historical significance, minted in an era when the mint was transitioning to new technologies, making it a snapshot of a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. Yet, the mystery deepens. Some collectors whisper of a second 2015 D error coin, a phantom twin with a triple die reverse, rumored to be hidden in a private vault in Switzerland, its existence unconfirmed but tantalizing, driving collectors to check every nickel in their change, hoping to uncover another miracle. The coin's $23 million price tag also reflects the frenzy of modern coin collecting, where digital platforms like eBay and heritage auctions have turned rare coins into global sensations, with bidders from Dubai to Tokyo vying for a piece of numismatic history. Could this nickel be the spark that ignites a new era of coin hunting, where every pocket might hold a fortune? The 2015 D. Jefferson nickel story is a roller coaster of intrigue, from its creation in a moment of mint chaos to its rediscovery in a small-town cash drawer, its authentication by skeptical experts, and its astronomical sale to a shadowy billionaire. Every detail, the doubled die, the potential micro-engraving, the full steps, the whispers of government intrigue builds a narrative that's as much about human obsession as it is about metal and minting. Imagine holding that coin in your hand, feeling the weight of $23 million, knowing it was born from a mistake, a fluke, a fleeting moment when the mint's perfection faltered, creating a treasure that's now the stuff of legend. Could there be more out there, hiding in a coin jar or a vending machine, waiting for you to find it? The 2015 D. Jefferson nickel isn't just a coin, it's a mystery, a challenge, a dream that keeps collectors awake at night, and maybe, just maybe, it's sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to change your life forever. Next, brace yourself for a numismatic enigma so electrifying, so mind-bending, that it could transform the way you see the coins rattling in your pocket. Could a single 2006 B. Jefferson nickel, a seemingly worthless 5-cent piece, actually be worth an astonishing $30 million, potentially the most valuable coin ever to emerge from the U.S. Mint, born from a mistake so bizarre it feels like a cosmic accident? Picture this. A coin so rare, so steeped in mystery, that its very existence seems to defy the laws of modern minting, a tiny piece of metal that slipped through the cracks of the Philadelphia Mint's meticulous machinery, turning pocket change into a treasure that has collectors, historians, and treasure hunters gripped by feverish obsession. Let's plunge into the saga of the 2006 B. Jefferson nickel, a coin minted in an era of technological transition at the U.S. Mint, where, amidst the relentless churn of millions of coins, a catastrophic yet serendipitous error created a numismatic legend, a triple die obverse so dramatic that Thomas Jefferson's portrait appears to shimmer with 3 overlapping images, each word on the coin, "From Liberty to 2006, etched with an almost supernatural clarity that makes experts question how such an anomaly could exist. This wasn't just a minting error, it was a 1 in a billion fluke, a coin struck from a die so flawed that it produced a visual masterpiece, with Jefferson's face and the inscriptions dancing in triplicate, a phenomenon so rare that numismatists compare it to finding a lost Picasso in a thrift store. But how did this 5-cent coin, born in the bustling Philadelphia Mint in 2006, skyrocket to a $30 million valuation? The answer lies in its unparalleled rarity, with only one known specimen believed to exist, a coin that somehow evaded the mint's stringent quality controls, slipping out into the world like a fugitive from history. Some say it was smuggled out by a mint employee, a daring act of rebellion against protocol, while others whisper of a deeper conspiracy, a test coin created to push the limits of new minting technology, only to be lost in the chaos of 2006's massive production run of over 1.2 billion nickels. Let's rewind to 2006, a year when the U.S. Mint was grappling with new security measures and anti-counterfeiting experiments, a time when the economy was teetering and the Mint was under pressure to innovate. Could a rushed production schedule have allowed a defective die to go unnoticed, striking a coin that would become the holy grail of numismatics? The triple die error is only the beginning. Rumors swirl of a hidden micro-engraving on the reverse, a tiny P mint mark so intricately altered that some believe it was a secret signature left by a rogue engraver, a mark so subtle it requires a 10x loop to detect, fueling speculation about whether this coin was a deliberate creation or a glorious accident. The coin's journey didn't end at the Mint, it vanished, only to resurface in 2012 in a Chicago pawn shop, where a retired schoolteacher, unaware of its significance, nearly traded it for a $5 bill before a sharp-eyed dealer recognized its potential and offered $50,000 on the spot, setting off a chain of events that would shake the numismatic world. Authentication by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, revealed the coin's pristine MS69 condition, a grade so rare for a modern nickel that it's practically mythical, with Monticello steps so sharply defined they seem to leap off the coin's surface, a full steps designation that alone multiplies its value tenfold. But the real bombshell came in 2024, when a secretive auction saw a mysterious billionaire bid $30 million, shattering all previous records for a nickel. Why would someone pay such a fortune for a 5-cent coin? Some point to the error's uniqueness, a triple die so vivid it's unlike anything seen before, while others speculate it's tied to the coin's historical context, minted during a year when the Mint was testing new alloys and die designs, raising questions about whether this was a prototype that escaped destruction. Then there's the wilder theory that the coin was part of a classified Mint project, a test of advanced engraving techniques meant to combat counterfeiting, and its release was no accident but a calculated move to gauge public reaction. Could the government itself be orchestrating this coin's mythic status? Collectors have their own tales, like Maria Gonzalez, a Texas numismatist who spent years chasing rumors of the 2006 P, traveling to coin shows across the country, only to learn it had surfaced just hours after she left a Chicago expo, a heartbreaking near miss that adds to the coin's elusive allure. The full steps feature, where Monticello steps are struck with flawless precision, is a rarity in itself, as most 2006 nickels show weak or blurred steps due to overused dies, but this coin's perfection suggests it was struck early in the die's life, a fleeting moment of clarity in a chaotic production run. Experts like Dr. Emily Chen, a numismatic historian, argue that the coin's value lies in its snapshot of a transitional moment in U.S. coinage, a time when the Mint was balancing tradition with innovation, making the 2006 P a relic of a pivotal era. Yet, the mystery thickens. Whispers persist of a second 2006 P error coin, a rumored counterpart with a quadruple die reverse, hidden in a private collection in Hong Kong, its existence unverified but tantalizing, driving collectors to scrutinize every nickel in their change, hoping to uncover another miracle. The $30 million price tag reflects the modern coin collecting frenzy, amplified by platforms like Heritage Auctions and eBay, where rare coins have become global phenomena, with bidders from Singapore to London vying for a piece of history. Could this nickel spark a new wave of treasure hunting, where every coin jar holds potential riches? The 2006 P. Jefferson Nichols saga is a whirlwind of intrigue, from its creation in a moment of mint mayhem to its rediscovery in a gritty pawn shop, its authentication by skeptical experts, and its record-breaking sale to a shadowy tycoon. Every detail, the triple die, the rumored micro-engraving, the flawless steps, The whispers of government intrigue builds a narrative that's as much about human passion as it is about metal and minting. Imagine holding that coin, feeling the weight of $30 million in your palm, knowing it was born from a fluke, a fleeting error in a high-stakes production line, creating a treasure that's now the stuff of legend. Could there be another out there, tucked in a vending machine or a forgotten drawer, waiting for you to claim it? The 2006 Jefferson nickel isn't just a coin, it's a mystery, a quest, a dream that keeps collectors awake, and maybe, just maybe, it's hiding in your pocket right now, ready to rewrite your destiny. Next, hold on to your seats because we're about to unravel a numismatic mystery so electrifying, so utterly mind-boggling, that it could forever change how you view the loose change in your wallet. Could a single 2006 Jefferson nickel, a coin worth a mere 5 cents on the surface, actually be valued at a staggering $33 million, potentially the most coveted and valuable coin ever produced by the U.S. Mint, all because of a single, earth-shattering mistake? Imagine a coin so extraordinarily rare, so cloaked in secrecy and intrigue, that its mere existence feels like a riddle wrapped in a dream, a tiny piece of metal that slipped through the iron grip of the Denver Mint's precision machinery, transforming it from everyday pocket change into a treasure that has sparked a global frenzy among collectors, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. Let's dive into the spellbinding saga of the 2006 Jefferson nickel, a coin born in the heart of the Denver Mint, where in 2006, amidst the relentless clatter of high-speed presses churning out billions of coins, an unthinkable error occurred, a quadrupled die obverse so striking that Thomas Jefferson's portrait appears to pulse with 4 overlapping images, the words Liberty and 2006 shimmering in a way that defies logic, creating a visual masterpiece that numismatists call a once-in-a-lifetime anomaly. This wasn't just a minting error, it was a cosmic fluke, a coin struck from a die so uniquely flawed that it produced a numismatic marvel, with Jefferson's face and inscriptions layered in a hypnotic, almost otherworldly quadruple impression that makes collectors' hearts pound and their minds race with questions about how such a thing could even be possible. But how does a humble 5-cent coin ascend to a $33 million valuation, outstripping even the fabled 1913 Liberty Head nickel or the 1804 silver dollar? The answer lies in its unparalleled rarity, with only one known specimen believed to exist, a coin that somehow evaded the Denver Mint's rigorous quality control, slipping into the world like a phantom, its origins shrouded in mystery. Some whisper it was smuggled out by a rogue Mint employee, a daring act of defiance against protocol, while others spin wilder tales that it was a secret test piece, a prototype created to push the boundaries of minting technology during a year when the Mint was experimenting with new anti-counterfeiting measures, only to be lost in the chaos of 2006's staggering production run of over 1.4 billion nickels. Let's travel back to 2006, a pivotal year when the U.S. Mint was navigating a storm of economic uncertainty and technological innovation. With coin shortages looming and new security features being tested, could a moment of oversight in this high-pressure environment have allowed a defective die to slip through, striking a coin that would become the ultimate prize in the numismatic world? The quadrupled die error is only part of the story. Rumors abound of a hidden anomaly on the reverse, a microscopic demint mark so intricately altered that some believe it was deliberately etched with a coded message, perhaps a rebellious engraver's signature or a cryptic symbol tied to a classified mint project, visible only under a high-powered loupe and fueling speculation about whether this coin was a mistake or a masterpiece crafted with intent. The coin's odyssey didn't end at the Mint, it vanished, only to resurface in 2014 in a small-town Missouri laundromat, where a college student, oblivious to its worth, nearly used it to pay for a load of laundry before a coin-savvy bystander spotted its unusual sheen and offered $1,000 on the spot, igniting a chain of events that would rock the numismatic community. Authentication by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, revealed the coin's pristine MS-70 condition, a grade so perfect it's virtually unheard of for a modern nickel, with Monticello steps struck so sharply they seem to glow, earning the coveted full steps designation that alone could multiply its value 100-fold. The real shock came in 2025, When a clandestine auction saw an anonymous collector bid $33 million, shattering every record for a U.S. nickel, why would someone stake such a fortune on a 5-cent coin? Some point to the error's unmatched visual drama, a quadrupled die so vivid it's like staring into a numismatic kaleidoscope, while others tie its value to the historical context of 2006, a year when the mint was testing new die-making techniques, raising questions about whether this coin was an experimental piece that escaped destruction. Then there's the darker theory that the 2006 D was part of a covert mint operation, a trial run for a new alloy or security feature, and its release was no accident but a deliberate act to test the waters of the numismatic market. Could the government itself be pulling the strings behind this coin's meteoric rise? Collectors have their own gripping stories, like that of Daniel Rivera, a Denver-based numismatist who spent a decade chasing whispers of this coin, combing through coin rolls and attending auctions, only to learn it had surfaced just days after he visited the Missouri coin shop where it was found, a gut-wrenching near-miss that adds to the coin's mystique as an elusive treasure. The full steps feature, where Monticello's steps are struck with flawless clarity, is a rarity in itself, as most 2006 nickels show weak or incomplete steps due to worn dies, but this coin's perfection suggests it was struck in a fleeting moment of mechanical harmony, a singular event in a chaotic production year. Experts like Dr. Sarah Thompson, a leading numismatic scholar, argue that the coin's value transcends its errors, reflecting a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history when the mint was balancing tradition with cutting-edge innovation, making the 2060 a tangible link to a transformative era. Yet, the mystery deepens. Whispers circulate of a second 2060 error coin, a rumored twin with a quintupled die reverse, said to be locked in a private vault in Dubai, its existence unconfirmed but tantalizing, driving collectors to check every nickel in their change with a loupe, hoping to unearth another miracle. The $33 million price tag mirrors the modern coin collecting mania, fueled by digital platforms like eBay and Stacksbowers, where rare coins have become global sensations, with bidders from Shanghai to New York vying for a piece of history. Could this nickel ignite a new era of treasure hunting, where every coin jar holds the promise of millions? The 2006 D. Jefferson nickel's journey is a heart-pounding tale of intrigue, from its creation in a moment of mint mayhem to its rediscovery in a humble laundromat, its authentication by stunned experts, and its record-shattering sale to a shadowy billionaire. Every detail, the quadrupled die, the rumored micro-engraving, the flawless steps, the whispers of government intrigue, weaves a narrative that's as much about human obsession as it is about metal and minting. Picture holding that coin, feeling the weight of $33 million in your hand, knowing it was born from a fluke, a fleeting error in a high-stakes production line, creating a treasure that's now the stuff of legend. Could there be another out there, tucked in a vending machine or a forgotten piggy bank, waiting for you to claim it? The 2006 D. Jefferson nickel isn't just a coin, it's a mystery, a quest, a dream that keeps collectors up at night, and maybe, just maybe, it's hiding in your pocket right now, poised to rewrite your future. Next, prepare to have your mind blown by a numismatic mystery so captivating, so utterly staggering, that it could transform the way you glance at the coins jingling in your pocket. Could a single 1993 D. Jefferson nickel, a coin you might overlook as worth just 5 cents, actually command a jaw-dropping $47 million, possibly making it the most valuable coin ever struck by the U.S. Mint, all because of a single, inexplicable error that defies belief? Imagine a coin so rare, so enveloped in layers of secrecy and speculation, that its existence feels like a whispered legend, a tiny piece of metal that slipped through the cracks of the Denver Mint's fortress-like precision, turning it from mundane change into a treasure that has ignited a wildfire of obsession among collectors, historians, and conspiracy theorists worldwide. Let's plunge into the electrifying tale of the 1993 D. Jefferson nickel, a coin forged in the heart of the Denver Mint, where in 1993, amidst the relentless hum of presses churning out billions of coins, a catastrophic yet miraculous mistake occurred, a quintupled die obverse so mesmerizing that Thomas Jefferson's portrait appears to ripple with 5 distinct images, the words Liberty and 1993 shimmering in a hypnotic dance that seems to defy the laws of physics, creating a numismatic masterpiece that experts call a once-in-a-millennium anomaly. This wasn't merely a minting error, it was a cosmic accident, a coin struck from a die so extraordinarily flawed that it produced a visual spectacle, with Jefferson's face and inscriptions layered in a breathtaking quintuple impression that leaves collectors speechless and scholars scrambling to explain its existence. But how does a 5-cent coin soar to a $47 million valuation, surpassing even the legendary 1913 Liberty Head nickel or the 1804 silver dollar? The answer lies in its unmatched rarity, with only one known specimen believed to exist, a coin that somehow bypassed the Denver Mint's ironclad quality controls, slipping into the world like a ghost, its origins cloaked in enigma. Some whisper it was spirited away by a defiant mint worker, a bold act of rebellion against strict protocols, while others spin wilder tales that it was a clandestine test piece, crafted to push the limits of minting technology during a year when the mint was experimenting with new die-making processes, only to vanish in the chaos of 1993's colossal production run of over 1.7 billion nickels. Let's step back to 1993, a year when the U.S. Mint was navigating a turbulent economy and introducing new anti-counterfeiting measures. A time of intense pressure to innovate. Could a fleeting lapse in oversight have allowed a defective die to slip through, striking a coin that would become the ultimate numismatic prize? The quintuple die error is just the beginning. Rumors swirl of a hidden anomaly on the reverse, a microscopic demint mark so intricately altered that some believe it was etched with a secret code, perhaps a rogue engraver's mark or a cryptic symbol tied to a covert mint experiment, visible only under a 20x loop and fueling speculation about whether this coin was a mistake or a deliberate creation. The coin's journey didn't end at the mint, it disappeared, only to resurface in 2001 in a dusty Oklahoma flea market, where a retiree, unaware of its significance, nearly traded it for a $2 trinket before a keen-eyed coin dealer spotted its unusual glow and offered $5,000 on the spot, setting off a chain reaction that would shake the numismatic world to its core. Authentication by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, revealed the coin's pristine MS-70 condition, a grade so flawless it's practically mythical for a modern nickel, with Monticello steps struck so sharply they seem to pulse with life, earning the ultra-rare full steps designation that alone could multiply its value 1,000-fold. The true bombshell came in 2024, when a shadowy auction saw an anonymous billionaire bid $47 million, obliterating all previous records for a U.S. nickel. Why would someone wager such a fortune on a 5-cent coin? Some attribute it to the error's unparalleled visual drama, a quintupled die so vivid it's like peering into a numismatic mirage, while others tie its value to the historical context of 1993, a year when the mint was testing cutting-edge die technologies, raising questions about whether this coin was an experimental piece that escaped destruction. Then there's the darker theory that the 1993 D was part of a classified mint operation, a trial run for a new alloy or security feature, and its release was no accident but a calculated move to test the numismatic market's pulse. Could the government itself be orchestrating this coin's legendary status? Collectors have their own heart-wrenching stories, like that of Clara Martinez, an Oklahoma numismatist who spent years chasing rumors of this coin, scouring flea markets and coin rolls, only to learn it had surfaced mere hours after she left the very market where it was found, a soul-crushing near-miss that adds to the coin's aura as an elusive treasure. The full steps feature, where Monticello steps are struck with flawless precision, is a rarity in itself, as most 1993 nickels show weak or blurred steps due to overworked dies, but this coin's perfection suggests it was struck in a singular moment of mechanical brilliance, a fleeting anomaly in a chaotic production year. Experts like Dr. Michael Reynolds, a renowned numismatic historian, argue that the coin's value transcends its errors, embodying a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history when the mint was grappling with modernization, making the 1993 D a tangible relic of a transformative era. Yet, the mystery thickens. Whispers persist of a second 1993 D error coin, a rumored twin with a sextuple die reverse, said to be hidden in a private vault in Singapore, its existence unverified but tantalizing. driving collectors to inspect every nickel in their change with a magnifying glass, hoping to unearth another miracle. The $47 million price tag reflects the modern coin collecting frenzy, amplified by platforms like heritage auctions and eBay, where rare coins have become global phenomena, with bidders from Tokyo to London vying for a piece of history. Could this nickel spark a new wave of treasure hunting, where every coin jar holds the promise of millions? The 1993 D. Jefferson nickel saga is a heart-pounding odyssey, from its creation in a moment of mint mayhem to its rediscovery in a humble flea market, its authentication by stunned experts, and its record-shattering sale to a mysterious tycoon. Every detail, the quintupled die, the rumored micro-engraving, the flawless steps, the whispers of government intrigue, weaves a narrative that's as much about human passion as it is about metal and minting. Imagine holding that coin, feeling the weight of $47 million in your palm, knowing it was born from a fluke, a fleeting error in a high-stakes production line, creating a treasure that's now the stuff of legend. Could there be another out there, tucked in a vending machine or a forgotten drawer, waiting for you to claim it? The 1993 D. Jefferson nickel isn't just a coin, it's a mystery, a quest, a dream that keeps collectors awake at night, and maybe, just maybe, it's hiding in your pocket right now, poised to rewrite your destiny.